Hey there, darlings down under fans. This is Laura with Super Undies, and we heard you're having a major Super Undies sale. So to help you kick it off, I want to make sure that you know what you want to know about Super Undies. You ask the questions, and we're going to answer them for you. So before you even watch any further about potty training, let's just tackle this one big question. Do we even need potty training pants? No, not necessarily. They sure help though. Here's why. Number one, if you have a boy, he likes to pee on everything, including the back of your couch and your bamboo floor and your carpet, and potty training pants really help boys. Girls can get away with underwear a lot easier, but let me tell you why Super Undies were really made. They weren't even made as potty training pants. My kid was already potty trained, and I found that when I would get him in the car, we would go pee, get in the car, get ready to go, and he would pee in the car. All of a sudden, like after 10 minutes of driving, he would have to go again, and he wouldn't be able to hold it, and he was a very thirsty kid, so he had a lot to work with. And I couldn't pull over in time. He would pee his pants, he would be so ashamed of it, he would cry, he wouldn't even want me to look at him being wet because he had this shame. And I just felt so bad. My heart broke for him. So I made him underwear, waterproof underwear. And this made it safe for us to go somewhere. And sure enough, I made these Super Undies. I told him, look, they're underwear, they're thin. This was the original pocket trainer. We put them on him, and sure enough, the next time we go out, he has to pee. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull over, I'm gonna find a gas station. And I didn't make it in time. He pees, he starts to cry, and I said, no, 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 it's okay, it's okay. You're not wet. Check, feel, you're not wet. And he felt, and sure enough, he wasn't wet. And so it brought him peace. And that's the thing about these Super Undies. Like, even if you're potty trained or potty training, sometimes you just don't know. And kids that are in that potty training process don't need additional shame when they know they've got the routine down. They just couldn't get to a toilet in time. Also, I would use them for him at night. This was before the nighttime underwear. Nighttime underwear were made as a bedwetting pant, but this really did help him still feel the wetness. And sometimes he leaked out of these daytime trainers, but that was okay. It was part of the process. So I guess you don't need them, but they sure do help a lot, and they're definitely a wonderful part of the process. Next question. I get the fact that Super Undies are waterproof, and that means less cleanup for me, but will my daughter and me be as aware of accidents? Good question. I think so. Here's why. Super Undies doesn't have a ton of absorbency built into them, and this means that you're gonna probably get some leaks. You can avoid leaks if you want by buying a pocket and using additional inserts. Two inserts is gonna boost it up to a normal diaper. But a pull-on only has 3 layers of microfiber terry in it, and that's not a full diaper, nor is it going to hold a full pee, whereas a pocket only has 1, and that's really not going to hold a full pee. So it is going to leak, and what that means for you in a good sense, and why this is better than just underwear, is if you leak in underwear, or aren't using any, you have a puddle on the floor, you have a big spot on the couch, you have a wet car seat. With Super Undies, when they do leak, and they are supposed to a little in potty training, you're going to get 2 little crescent moon wet spots on the pants, and that's going to give you the visual cue that you're looking for, like you would get with an accident not using them, and it will give your daughter the feeling of being wet. We definitely made these so that they feel wet. Not only are they going to feel wet, but then if it does start to leak and it gets on that upper portion of their pants are going to feel wet, and it's like they had an accident, only it's not monumental, it's not catastrophic, it's not that big of a deal. And we can just clean it up and move on and try again. Okay, this brings us to our next question. What is the lining in Super Undies made from? And that would be polyester. In Australia, you guys may have 2 different linings out there, so this is good for me to tell you before the big sale or during the big sale. One of the linings would be a polyester lycra blend. It'll be a nice, smooth, white finish on the inside. The other one is going to be a white, smooth mesh made out of 100% polyester. We use these 2 fabrics because the water instantly absorbs right through them, especially with the mesh. but because it's not cotton or another absorbent material, it doesn't take that moisture and wick it to the outsides, which would cause a leak. The only way Super Undies are going to leak is if you saturate that insert to the point of full capacity and then it spills over the edge. So I think it's a good point between Super Undies and another cotton-based brand. We're not trying to get them to leak. We're trying to get them to potty train, and we let their capacity dictate the natural consequence. If they fully go in these, then they're going to leak. But if they hold back a little, that deserves a reward, and maybe that reward is just a wet underwear and not having to change and deal with wet pants as well. I am ECing, which is Elimination Communication. Will you be bringing out some tiny undies for babies? Super Undies used to make them, and they were very popular internationally, but not so much in the States. Don't laugh at us. My kids potty trained early. Anyway. They weren't so popular in the United States. We don't have a huge demand for them right now, but I will do it. It is something that we're going to go towards extra small. We actually might do doll diapers first so that your 3-year-old could potty train their little doll at the same time they're potty training. And that would be really cute. So hopefully that helps, but I wouldn't look for it any time before probably March of next year. We have something else coming up, and you're going to see that in the next video about night times. Alright, this is the last question for the potty training section. We're going to do a second half that has some nighttime stuff in it, but for potty training, should I choose the pocket undies or the pull-up undies? I want you to find a quiet spot and maybe lock yourself in the bathroom and sit on the tub and close your eyes and meditate and bring up in your mind a pocket and a pull-on and breathe and ask yourself, pocket or pull-on, and one will come forward in your mind and you'll have your answer. No, I'm just kidding. This is a good question, and this is a really solid answer too. So people who come from a disposable diaper world, they like the pull-ons. They don't want to deal with the snaps. They don't want to deal with the insert. Where did it go? Am I going to lose it? How many do I need? Is it in backwards? They want something just as convenient and easy as the disposable that they were using. Pull up, pull down. Pocket diapers, they have snaps. Like I said, a lot of disposable people don't really care for all of the different features in it, but a cloth diapering mother loves them. They're used to pockets and they're used to snaps. They like adjustability and they already have inserts at home, so they feel very comfortable with the pocket. This is Laura with Super Undies. Have a great day, and don't forget to check out the nighttime video.